Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. EQA Nostalgia here, and I want to talk to you guys about H-Hour. There hasn't really been too much going on with H-Hour. As you may have noticed, I haven't made any videos about the subject in quite a while. However, there is some good news. Tom from SOF Studios did go to E3 and was able to confirm that the game will be coming to PlayStation 4. Now, most of us assumed it was going to be coming out for PlayStation 4 anyway because of the PlayStation Warrior tier they had during the Kickstarter, but none of that stuff was really confirmed because nobody had spoken with Sony about it. But Tom went down there and he handled business and he got that all straightened out. So now it is 100% confirmed, and I didn't think there would be any problems anyway because, as many of you know, PlayStation 4 is very indie friendly and Xbox One is now very indie friendly, and there's a few reasons for that. I think the main reason is that right now there's not a lot on Xbox One and PS4 in terms of AAA titles, and until those games start filling up on the shelves, it's nice to have a variety of indie selections, and there are quite a few of them. The majority of the games on either console are indie games. So they're not just this obscure thing like they were in the previous console generation. Indies have really taken off, and I have been very supportive of them ever since Minecraft came out. Before anybody really even knew what Minecraft was, I had put my $10 down on it. It was in like pre-alpha, it wasn't very heard of, and I played it. It blew me away. But that's the story for another time. Indies are definitely awesome, and that's what H-Hour is. It is an indie game. We have to people need to understand it. It's not a AAA title. It is considered indie. SOF Studios is considered an indie company. So yeah, they're opening their arms to that, and I think it's kind of funny the way PlayStation and Xbox, they kind of act like it's the charitable thing to do. Like, yeah, we like indies too, and we're here to support indie devs. When really it's kind of the other way around, because like I said, there's nothing there for the systems right now. There are a few games, but there's not that many, and I think indie games are going to really help to fill out that space. And not only that, I think a lot of the free games that come with PlayStation Plus and Xbox Gold and games with Gold and stuff like that, we're going to start to see a lot more indie titles. Now, there are a lot of talks. I've been hearing people saying that they think SOF Studios is in the middle of negotiating some sort of contract or some sort of deal to get the game funded. I can't confirm that. Obviously, nobody can confirm that, but I do have a suspicion, like my spider sense is tingling, if you will. I got a feeling that something happened at E3 where maybe they made a few connections and maybe they're in the middle of talks. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, I don't want to create false hope, but I just have a really good feeling that things are starting to fall into place. And it has been really quiet lately. And usually when things are quiet, it means they're busy doing stuff and not so much with engaging the community. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. But like I said, I've got a feeling that either talks or are being done right now are in the making, or maybe they're starting to just get a little bit closer to narrowing down who they want to work with and things like that. Now, I do have to let you guys know right away that there's going to be about a month, maybe a little bit more than a month, where I am not going to be available on this channel. So if things do come through and I'm not there to report on it right away, I'm sorry. It really sucks, and I wish I could be, but there's just some things that I have to handle. So I will be back. Hopefully when I come back, I don't lose a bunch of subscribers because that would really suck. I would appreciate it if you guys would stick around. And, like I said, I'm sorry I haven't been able to roll out the H-Hour videos with the frequency that I was doing them before, but it's just been really quiet. There hasn't been a lot going on. However, the latest update by David Sears is a very exciting one because we're able to see what the new engine looks like. Now, when the proof of concept was being done, it was done in Unreal Engine 3, which is last-gen technology. They wanted to update it to Unreal Engine 4, so they've given us a few samples of what that looks like. And as you can see, it's a very, very big improvement. It takes everything out of last gen and brings it into next gen pretty much. The lighting and everything just looks way, way better. Now, obviously, these are just samples, so things are probably going to change more. I know David said he wanted to make it look a little bit more run down and add grime over things and stuff like that. And there have been some people who have expressed a bit of concern because it went from looking like a dilapidated church to looking really nice and new. Me personally, I'm not really picky. I think it looks great either way. It's definitely a giant leap forward. Now, they said it's going to take somewhere between 2 to 3 months before the entire map is done, just the Sismus map. But hopefully they'll give us like another a fly through so we can see a comparative of what it looks like in action. David has also said that he likes this engine better, and that when he puts things in, he doesn't have to go back and forth and readjust it. Everything pretty much works out the way he thinks it's going to work out. So that's good news. It means that it's just easier for them to implement this engine, and development can roll along quicker. Once they do get funded, they'll be able to get things done at a much faster pace than they were with the Unreal 3 engine. So either way you look at it, it's pretty much just win-win. You're going from last gen to next gen or current gen, you could say. So yeah, I think it looks amazing, and this one took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting this because it's been so quiet lately, and then all of a sudden, they go and they update the engine on us. All right, so that wraps it up for this video, guys. Now, like I said, I am going to be gone for a little while. And I just wanted to give everybody a fair warning. I don't want everybody to think, the channel's done. I will be back in about a month or two. So yeah, just hang in there. I will see you guys soon. I thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.